how I feel about that. Wouldn't it be like sticky? This is a cheap little sucker. Like, no, we don't want that. Mini size goes for 18 bucks. Hey girl, welcome to Emmarie Lane, where my goal is to find you the best beauty products for the best prices. And today we're gonna be battling the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer versus the new Possible Dupe Essence Fix and Last Jelly Gripping Primer. I believe it was the Dupe boss on Instagram. I'll correct myself if I'm I'll correct myself if I'm wrong, but I saw that they posted this Possible Dupe and I was like, we gotta try it. So let's get into it. Starting off with the milk, just so we can get a baseline if this is a Possible Dupe. They're both water-based, so I made sure I'm using a water-based. This is technically a tinted moisturizer, but it has so much coverage in it. I use it more like foundation. This is also water-based. That way we don't get any like water and oil mixing. Like, no, we don't want that. I'm going to be doing the new essence on my right and the milk on my left. There's no specific way to apply this, right? You just put it on and let it sit for a second. Wow. They make it sound fancy, but you're just supposed to put it on your face and let it sit for a sec. According to Sephora's website, it is an award-winning invisible makeup primer with a 94% natural gel formula that smooths the skin, grips makeup up to 12 hours, and locks in hydration. It's a radiant natural matte, which I didn't remember, but that's fine. Interesting. As blue agave extract, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and aloe water. Yeah, because it says that provides a fresh, visible, dewy glow. That doesn't add up, but that's fine. It's silicone-free, oil-free, and goes on clear. It's lightweight gripping texture, helps foundation go on smoothly and lock in all day. And the mini size goes for 18 bucks. I have the full size. How much is the big one? How much is the big one? And the big one's 36 bucks, so it's not cheap, although you do get a lot of product. Can it come out anytime soon? There we go. Okay, that's interesting. It's definitely more of a wet texture, I think. Does that slide down like that? No, this is more solid than this one. Okay, moving on to Essence. According to Ulta's website, it says, create the perfect canvas for your makeup using the Essence, blah, 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 the whole name again. A hydrating and gripping primer that holds makeup in place. Moisturizing jelly formula grips makeup for long-lasting makeup wear. Wow, thanks for the repetition. Applies transparent and melts into the skin. Can be worn alone. A gripping primer worn alone. I don't know how I feel about that. Wouldn't it be like sticky? For a smooth, fresh look. It's cruelty-free, silicone-free, and alcohol-free. And it goes for $5.99. This is a cheap little sucker. It's actually on sale right now for $4. I don't know why it's still brand new. Maybe that's a tactic. Maybe it's not selling. But 5 people reviewed it, but they all gave it 5 stars. So that's promising. I feel very primed. It's currently $11.47. So I'm only going to be using cream products for my face and my eyes. Yeah, I don't know if you saw, I put it also on my eyelids because why not? A powder, a setting spray, none of that except for on this I shouldn't say little. It's a pretty big zit. It's like a cystic zit. I couldn't get it to cover up with cream products alone. It happens sometimes, so I did put a little powder right there. But besides that, no powder on the face, just cream and liquid products. And no highlighter except for on my lids because I wanted to see if there was like any oiliness on my cheeks or nose or anything like that it wasn't highlighter. If there was any extra shininess on my face in any way, it wasn't highlighter, it was oil. I would say the milk one is slightly more smoothing just right here. I don't know why, but that's what it is. It's not like that on my nose or anything like that. Ooh, I need to blend that out better. Both of these are the most like pore filling, super blurring primers. They're more for grip than anything else, making your makeup last all day. So I'm not super shocked that my foundation doesn't look that different than normal, but they both look about the same right now. Besides the fact that this is more liquidy, it gripped the makeup the same. Like I could kind of feel it when I was using my sponge. So far, we got a dupe in my opinion. Like especially if you like really just can't afford the milk one. So far, this is great. Now, we still gotta test it all day. This is supposed to last 12 hours, so that's what I'm going to test it out for. Approximately 12 hours. I'm gonna go about my day. I'll do a check-in halfway throughout the day in natural lighting to see how things are holding up and all that. I just noticed I forgot to put on mascara, so I'll go do that right now. But I will see you in just a second. Okay, I was in the middle of eating dinner. I realized it's been closer to 7 hours, so I just stopped what I was doing and I came out here. Ignore the giant zit that's coming in. Holy freaking cow. But everything is about the same except for like in between my eyebrows right here. That's just like a freaking mess. That happens almost always if I don't use any powder. So I'm not super shocked, but everything else is holding on about the same. I am a slight bit more shiny in this area than I was before. It's not awful. It looks more like, you know, glow, not necessarily really gross oil yet, but if it continues to get this way, I don't know how well this is going to end up for either side. We'll see. It's 12:02, so we're almost exactly 12 hours in, and this is what things are looking like, and we're a little bit of a mess. We're a little bit patchy around the edges. Blush stayed on really, really well though. There is one that did better than the other though, and on this side, I have like all these dry patches and like zits popping through, and I have the same situation going on this side. They're not popping through. They stayed covered. They stayed on better. This side isn't quite as oily. It's still shiny, but it's not quite as shiny, and things held up better just all the way around. So the essence is better. $5 option, $6 option, which depending on if you get it on sale or not, is better. So if you like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, I mean, you don't have to spend this much money on it. You don't have to spend that much money to get a primer that is similar. I think personally a little bit better. Now, is it my favorite dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer? No, these two are my favorite. The e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer, but sometimes this one's hard to get. For whatever reason, it's like a limited edition one, but I don't understand. They have it sometimes they don't. But you can always get the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer, and I think it's actually like a better version. Although, I've heard that Milk came out with like a matte primer that's supposed to be incredible. So maybe I should try to find a dupe for that. I don't know. What do you think? Either way, I think you should just stick with the Essence one or one of these. Unless you just love the brand and want to support them, you like the packaging, like there's little details like that. If you want to spend the money, that's fine. I just don't think it's necessary. And I'm going to bed because I have a migraine. Love that. If you want to see a battle between the new Fenty Poutsicle Lip Stain and the Maybelline Vinyl Ink, you can click right here. I'll link everything I talked about in the description box below. Those links are affiliate links, so I do get a small percent of the profits if you use my link to buy the product, but it does not affect you in any way. I love you so much, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye. I'm beat. Emmarie's off.